Welcome to the Continuous Improvement Lab. This is Season 4, Episode 39. This season, we are all about diving deep into Management Operations Systems, or MOS, and giving you the elements you need to really boost your team's performance. And today? Today we are tackling a major pain point for pretty much every leader out there, the dreaded meeting.
But hey, before we get into it, I just have to say a massive thank you. We are now reaching listeners in 38 countries, which is just incredible. Plus, a huge shout out to the many students in China who are tuning in from our case study website. We are so grateful for you all. And look, if you get some value out of this explainer, do us a huge favor and please share it with 10 of your friends or business associates.
And, speaking of support, I've got a quick ask. Right now, if you can believe it, less than 19% of you listening are actually subscribed or following. If you could just take a second to hit that subscribe button, it's totally free for you, but it's a huge deal for us. It really helps with the streaming algorithm so we can keep bringing you these best-in-class business cultural insights. So thank you so much for that.
And don't forget, everything we talk about in these explainers really complements our business playbooks. We've got Shift Happens, How to Lead with Purpose and Discipline Every Day, and the 2-volume series Culture by Design, Power by Discipline. You can find all 3 of them on Amazon and other online bookstores in the US, the UK, Canada, Europe, Japan, and Australia. Also, this explainer is made possible thanks to our sponsor, Crunch Time Gourmet Popcorn and Apples. More on their delicious stuff a little later. All right, let's get to the heart of it. I want you to take a hard look at your own calendar. Be honest. Are your team meetings actually driving action? Are they moving things forward? Or do they just feel like a black hole where time and energy go to die? It's a really critical question for any leader to ask. To really see what happens when meetings go off the rails, let's look at a case study. We're going to talk about a company called Apex Manufacturing Group. They produce industrial fasteners, and they were facing a really serious problem with their daily and weekly meetings, a problem that was costing them big time. So what was the problem? In a word, chaos. I mean, every department, every single shift ran their meetings in a completely different way. Can you imagine? This led to these totally inconsistent discussions. Critical action items were just dropped, and there was no steady focus on the absolute pillars of their business: safety, quality, and performance. The result? You guessed it. Wasted time, frustrated teams, and critical issues just got buried until they blew up into major problems. So, how'd they fix it? Well, the leadership at Apex didn't roll out some crazy, complex, 1,000-page new process. No, they introduced a simple but really powerful blueprint for consistency that they applied across the whole organization. Their solution was so straightforward, but man, was it powerful. They launched a plant-wide initiative that was built on one thing: a standard meeting template for everybody. No exceptions. And that template forced every single discussion to focus on those key pillars: safety, quality, and performance. And they used visual tools like KPI boards to keep everyone on the same page. And the transformation? It was just night and day. They went from that before state of total chaos, unstructured agendas, missed actions, to the after state: a standardized format that created crystal clear accountability and discussions driven by actual data. This one simple change shifted the entire focus from just talking about work to actually getting work done. Okay, but what was the actual tangible impact? I mean, did it really work? Well, the data tells a pretty powerful story. This simple change led to some serious, measurable improvements in their performance right across the board.
First off, within just 2 months, they saw a 15% reduction in meeting times. Think about that. Just by having a clear, repeatable format, teams stopped wasting time trying to figure out what to talk about, and they got straight to the point. That is a massive efficiency gain. But here's the thing. It wasn't just about saving time. They also saw a 14% increase in how quickly they were resolving issues. See, the structured format meant problems were identified, they were assigned, and they were tracked all the way to completion. Nothing could fall through the cracks anymore. And beyond the hard numbers, the cultural wins were just huge. Shift handoffs became seamless. Alignment between different departments actually improved. Team members felt more engaged, more accountable, and leaders finally got better visibility into recurring challenges. So the bottom line is, a simple format change created a way more disciplined, effective operating environment.
Now, all right, if you're the kind of person who loves big flavor and real craftsmanship, listen up. Today's sponsor is Crunchtime Gourmet Popcorn and Apples in Bridgeport, West Virginia. They're all about made fresh, made fun, made to crunch, with gourmet popcorn and caramel apples produced daily. And their homemade caramel is the centerpiece of everything they create. It's a small batch, one-of-a-kind recipe. And the menu? It's dangerous in the best way. Their caramel apples include flavors like Andy's mint chocolate. That's a Granny Smith apple, dipped in homemade caramel, covered in milk chocolate, then rolled in crushed Andy's mint candy. And if you're more of a snack and stream person, their movie theater butter popcorn brings that classic cinema vibe, fluffy, rich, and buttery. So whether you're sending a gift, stocking the office, planning an event, or running a fundraiser, go to crunchtimewv.com, shop now, and if you need fundraising or a food truck booking, just hit their contact page.
Now, you might be sitting there thinking, okay, that's great for a manufacturing company, but what about my industry? Well, this isn't just some factory floor tactic. This is a universal leadership principle, and the data proves its impact across a huge range of different sectors. Let's start with manufacturing and supply chain, just to build on our example. The Lean Enterprise Institute found that companies using standardized agendas saw a 16% drop in how long meetings took, and a massive 20% jump in action item follow-through. In these fast-paced environments, structure brings focus, period. What about more technical fields? The impact is just as clear. A study from Deloitte showed engineering teams cut project handoff errors by 13% and hit their milestones 11% faster. It's the same in medicine, where structured meetings improve communication and slash operational errors. Where precision is everything, consistency is key. And you might think this doesn't apply to creative or service industries, right? But the data says otherwise. McKinsey found that marketing and service teams actually improve their project delivery speed by 15% with more structured meetings. This principle holds true everywhere, from ad agencies to academic departments. So, what does this all mean? Well, it all points to a larger trend. Standardizing meetings isn't just about being organized for the sake of it. It is a foundational practice for high-performing methodologies like Lean and Agile. Cadence and structure are absolutely essential if you want to drive measurable results in any modern business. So that brings us right back to you. As we wrap up, I want you to think about this question. Look at your most critical weekly or daily meeting. What is the very first, simplest step you can take, starting tomorrow, to bring just a little more structure and standardization to it? As you think on that, please remember to support our sponsors. This episode was brought to you by Crunchtime Gourmet Popcorn and Apples out of Bridgeport, West Virginia. They make incredible gourmet popcorn and caramel apples with homemade caramel crafted in small batches. It's perfect for game day, movie night, gifts, or even just treating your team. You can shop all the flavors online at crunchtimevv.com. That's crunchtimevv.com. And for more information and other resources just like this one, please visit our website at www.karaswinnovations.com. Also, be sure to check out our other podcast, The Systems Thinker Show, and find a lot more content on our YouTube channel, Karas Innovations Group. Thank you so much for joining us for this explainer. A special thanks to our executive producer and founder, Lanier Johnson. We'll see you next time on The Continuous Improvement Lab.